The Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog has got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code HGP. Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Joel Meyer. How are we doing today, Joel?
Well, once again, we're fighting it. As you know, my immune system is under siege. In addition to the usual ailments, there's other stuff that attacks you when you're vulnerable. And the last couple of days, I've just been puking my guts out for whatever reason. I thought it was just bad food at first, but maybe it was. But for whatever reason, I'm fucking sick. Feel a little better today, but we're powering through. Looking forward to the weekend. And yeah, so just another day in the life of my fucking fall season here in Vancouver.
Yeah, that's rough there. Having to go through what you're going through, and then also puking up your fucking guts all day. That's a rough one.
Shout out to Thai food though. Tom Kha, just that. I think last night I ordered a big soup, extra spicy, not spicy enough for me, but it did the job, I think anyway, and helped me just cleanse the system. Just burn the system. Ironically enough, just spicy soup from Thailand gets the job done for me.
What did you have that you thought gave it to you? Like some leftovers or something, or what?
I was drunk and ordered a bunch of fucking corn dogs and nachos.
That would fucking do it there. That would absolutely.
Once again, I'm the source of my own punishment.
Yeah. You're not very helping your immune system at all there.
No.
Nachos or what. All right, make sure you're subscribed here to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on YouTube. Also, leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. We got a comment on last show. It was from our good friend here. Let me pull it back up. He's hated on us. He had a few hating comments.
Ooh, I love those.
Dominic Dilio 8134 commented 50 puck bucks on the over too many times. Middle dude says fucking LOL. I think that's you. I think you're a middle dude.
Fuck it. Is that a thing I do?
Fucking.
Oh, so it's like a town complaint. Yeah, he clearly did not see the first 3 seasons of this show.
No, I feel like last show, like as we got deeper into the show, it just got more and more off the rails. But yeah, it's but I feel like children
it's hockey, man.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Everyone knows says fuck. Like it's whatever. But we'll see if you say it, and if he wins or loses his 50 puck buck bet. Maybe we'll have to put a new column in the puck buck.
No, he's definitely winning it. I mean, it's a good bet, but nobody's gonna book him.
That's very true. Speaking of puck bucks here, let's get into the puck bucks from last night. I was at the Flyers game. I was worried about my bang the table bet. They came back and won it in a overtime there. So I don't really have many thoughts on these games, but I ended up going pretty well there. 8-4 up 104.
Nice.
0.10. You went 8-5 up 38.2. So a pretty good show for us too. And then Archer went 8-7 down 18.99. He lost his big Kings bet there to the Sharks, and then a few 30 puck losses in there for Archie.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned, I've just been in my bed, so I did watch a lot of hockey last night. Had eyes on most of these. Not the Flyers game, though. You can take that one away. Devils watched a lot of that one. 1-0 loss to the Panthers. Thought that they controlled the play, but just couldn't get a goal. Bobrovsky, one of his best games of the season, if not the best. Jackets Leafs, this is the one I mainly watched in the early slate. Jackets controlled the play after a strong first period from the Leafs. Joseph Wallach being back there is a major boon for the Leafs, considering how many chances they still give up, although they're playing better defensively lately. But Adam Fantilli, the Leaf killer, he's from Southern Ontario. He came to town and scored the 2-0 goal, assist on the first goal, and then scored the OT winner after a terrible play by Max Domi. But the over did not come through there because of aforementioned goaltending. Montreal, I bet that apparently 8-4 loss to the Capitals, not even close. They were losing throughout that game. Flyers mentioned that. Blah, blah. Leafs or Oilers, Lightning over 6.5, not even close. Lightning were fortunate to win that one, I guess. I mean, I don't know, fortunate because they were the better team, but they've required a goal with the goalie pull to tie with a couple minutes left, and then won it in overtime. Nick Paul being back.
Did you see Andrei Vasilevsky's save before Jake Guentzel scored?
I watched that live,
absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and that sums up the Oilers season so far. Roslovic's been a bit of a hero lately. That was him that Vasilevsky stopped there. He had a chance to add to his tally. Fucking Kraken. Oh, there we go. Already one of those fucking Kraken Blackhawks under 5.5. I thought I was going to get screwed here. Bedard was clearly hooked, and then he whined about it, bitched about it, and the ref threw him into the box. And the Kraken scored to make it 3-2. And I thought that we get boned in this under 5.5, but thankfully they held strong, no empty net goals. And even though the Blackhawks were unfortunate to lose that one after being up for the majority of the game. Avalanche, they were down in that one, won comfortably 6-3 in the end. Stars, Canucks. This was one I personally had over 6, so I only pushed, but for the Pucks, it was 5.5, so we got that. But it should have been, there were 4 goals the first period. There were chances back and forth, and nothing going on until the third. So that should have been 7 goals plus, I thought. Senators late goal to beat the Ducks, 6.5 didn't come through, and then the Sharks. I was on the other side of Archer's bet, and that one, thankfully, we won in the shootout.
Yes,
the overtime games went miraculously in my favor last night, both for the Pucks and otherwise. That's not going to continue, but we gotta shout it out because I know we're bitching about it when it doesn't go my way.
Mm-hmm. 4 of 12 games went to overtime, so good night for the round robin there. Montreal was our only consensus play that lost. The Flyers minus 125 went down 2-0 early. Justin Falk with two early goals, but Dan Vladar a few big saves here and there, and Flyers eventually came back to win that one. Vegas looks like they're back on track. Jack Eichel had 2 goals in that one. And then, Stars. Stars are once again underpriced, I think, on Saturday. We will get into that there. Do want to briefly mention that Connor Hellebuyck injury opens up the Vezina Trophy market. We're not going to go too deep into it here because we didn't think he was going to win it. But I think this could be the time to, get some long shot bets in there because Logan Thompson right now is by far the favorite at like 2-1 or 3-1 out there at some books, and he just gave up 5 goals and 4 goals in his past 2 games. Bobrovsky, Vasilevsky, these guys that have done it before that are 30-1, 50-1, 100-1, I feel like are worth throwing some money on at this point, and one of them will run with it at some point.
Yeah, it's no action added there, even though we were on the news pretty early, but there wasn't really any value, I don't think. I mean, I'm a bit gun shy when it comes to the Vezina after, previous years of hitting and missing on those bets. But I got a small bet on Dostal 50-1 before the season, and he's down to 7 or 8-1.
He's down to 8-1. Yeah,
that's like my only eye on the fire. Now the Blackwood apparently is just dead, and Wedgwood's taking over. Wedgwood
Wedgwood leads the league in wins. He has 12.
Exactly, and he's still 28-30-1. So if anything, that's where I would look. And that brings me into another market, the Jack Adams, where you know what, it might be just Jared Bednar if the Avalanche just continue to steamroll and have a 140-point season. He gets some love because a lot of these other surprise teams, they're kind of falling apart. I mean, the Blackhawks, I guess, Blashill, if they make the playoffs, okay, but I still don't think that's happening. Quenneville, who knows how the voters are going to feel about him winning an award his first year back after his suspension. St. Louis is falling apart. Tourigny in Utah, they're not doing so well. So it might just be like the very best team just absolutely killing everybody, and they just give it the award to him. So Bednar is, the best prices are gone, but the best coach, best team scenario is certainly in play for the Jack Adams now.
Yeah, I'm seeing Bednar 13-1. Yeah, they're the think the fourth team in like franchise history to only have one regulation loss, or in league history to only have one regulation loss in 20 games there. But yeah, looking at the Vezina market, like Bobrovsky's 100-1. If he keeps the Panthers in it, he's going to get a bunch of wins. Vasilevsky, I think, is a good look. He's down to 18-1, a little bit too short. And there was one other, Jake Ottinger at 30-1. This opens potentially the door for him being Team USA's goalie at the Olympics. Stars are on a run right now. Could see that come down to 15-1 and get some decent value there.
Maybe it's just recency bias after watching him last night, but Bobrovsky at 100-1, that seems like
that's really high, right?
Yeah, that would be the bet for me if I had to make a Vezina bet at this point.
Yeah, that would probably be my only one as well. I might actually throw something on that because, like, you'll see the market change. Like, as soon as one of these top goalies has like a good week or two with Hellebuck out, we'll see them come down quite a bit. All right, make sure you gear up for the holidays at the SGPN merch store. The perfect gift for the DGen in your life. Promo code HOLIDAY for 20% off everything in the merch store there. All right, let's get right into the Big 12 game slate here on Saturday, November 22nd. Kicking things off at 1 p.m., got the Columbus Blue Jackets plus 114 at the Detroit Red Wings minus 135. Totals at 6.5. Both the over and under are at minus 110. Joel, I have nothing on this, so I'm throwing it to you to start.
Actually, I do have something on this. We're going back to the old staple, the matinee game under. First game of the day, early start there in Detroit, Eastern time zone. Detroit is Eastern time zone, right? Yeah, it got to be. They always start there.
I think so. Yeah.
So under 6.5. Blue Jackets, I've given up on them turning their offense around. Not entirely, but 6.5 at minus 110 is a pretty good price, I think, for the under. It's way too high considering how Detroit have been playing. Very defensive this year. They've got good goaltending from Cam Talbot, less so John Gibson, as we learned last episode. And Blue Jackets, Jack Greaves, I assume he'll get the start. He was very good against the Leafs again. Of course, he's another Southern Ontario guy. So there's another Leafs killer for you. Yeah, under 6.5. Give me 15 bucks on that. For the side, I don't have much. If anything, I would play the Jackets, but it's been a fairly long road trip now. And the Red Wings just got embarrassed by the Islanders losing 5-0 at home. So I'm a bit wary of that. But the under 6.5, I think the Red Wings tighten up defensively, and the Jackets just limit the Red Wings offense.
Yeah, I forgot. I actually do like the under here as well. I have nothing for the side. I can't get a read on either of these teams. Red Wing, like you said, just lost 5-0 at home to the Islanders after beating the Kraken. Looking like they may be coming back. Blue Jackets, I've gone to overtime a lot. Maybe an overtime play here. But under 6.5. Both these teams have trended under in 12 of their 21 games for both teams. So gonna get a sleepy start here. Hopefully it's Talbot versus Jack Reeves. Under 6.5, minus 110 for 22 bucks.
Even if it's Elvis, he hasn't been terrible either.
Yeah, 900 save percentage for Elvis there, so that's fine. That's fine. Cam Talbot's only 897, which is just average now in today's NHL.
Yeah.
All right, down to 330 here. Got the St. Louis Blues plus 114 at the New York Islanders minus 135. Over 5.5 at minus 135. Under 5.5 plus 114 here. Looking at this game on the surface, I was like, all right, the Blues are not a good hockey team. They've lost in overtime 2 straight, lost 4 straight now. 6-9-6 on the year. It's just not their year. But Islanders coming back from a long road trip, 7-game road trip, only 1 day off. So that is the Malinsky special there. And so it's the Blues play. I mean, they should have beat the Flyers. They had plenty of good chances. Dan Vladar was good, as I said. So I guess the Blues have to be the play here. Plus 114. I'm just going to put 15 bucks on them there. Not too confident here in either side, really. Another game where I don't really have a good read on either team. Islanders had a great road trip. Only loss was in Colorado, but Malinsky special here. You have to go with the Blues.
Exactly. Yeah. System play on the Blues. Not much more to add. Islanders been a bit fortunate on that road trip to be as successful as they were. The Blues, desperate team. They got to figure things out. Montgomery's going to be coaching for his job pretty quickly, even though he's got a nice in with the management in St. Louis. At some point, because they're not supposed to be a tanking team. This is supposed to be they were a couple seconds away from knocking out the Jets in the first round last year, and they're expected to make the playoffs again. So there are high expectations for this team. So give me $20 on the Blues plus 114. This is just it's the best situation for the Blues you can ask for. This, if they can't get right here, then they're fucked. If they lose this one, it'll be hard to find a reason to back them again in the near future. Probably a dead cat bounce if Montgomery gets fired. Might be the next time. But the line is just kind of spicy considering, the Islanders have been a much better team over the balance of the season so far. But even at plus 140, that's plenty high enough for me to back them. So St. Louis all the way. The total, Sorokin has been one of the best goalies in the league since getting that new goalie to coach in town. Yeah. I don't know if that's just him tweaking stuff or Sorokin's, confidence being rejuvenated. Whatever it is, he's playing a lot better. Blues goaltending still is absolutely terrible. Hofer again sucked in the last game. Right, I didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
Hofer led with a couple thinkers, right?
Yeah, he didn't have any really big saves, and the goals weren't great.
No,
so
that's what I thought. So nothing on the total, but if anything, I would take the over. But definitely like the Blues money line.
I am actually taking the under here, plus 114, $15 there. We know the Islanders started this season hot with a bunch of over games, but under now in 3 or 4 straight, 6 of their past 7. Both these teams have gone under in 7 of their past 10. So 2-2, maybe a 3-2 overtime game here, as the Blues have been playing recently. Okay, we are brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. I shot them out during the prop show yesterday. They have the best prices there for most bets available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. And Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with code HGP. All right, down here to the night slate at 7 p.m. We got the New Jersey Devils minus 120 at the Philadelphia Flyers plus 100. Under 5.5 minus 118, over 5.5 minus 102. Devils at the end of a road trip here, I believe, coming up from Florida, where they lost 1-0 in Florida and 5-1 in Tampa. Outshot both teams there, and went to overtime in 5 straight games before that one. Flyers coming off the big win on Thursday night. They can't win in regulation, so it might be a overtime play here. Overtime in just every Flyers game. They're on pace to go overtime in like 30 plus games this season, which is incredible. For the side, I'm going with my Fly guys, even money here. I'll put $20 on them. Not really anything too strong, but don't like the Devils without Jack Hughes. They really only have one line now with Hischier up top. And, I don't know how their goalies are doing. I don't think they're doing. No, Jake Allen, 920 save percentage.
He's killing it. Markstrom is
pretty good there. Markstrom has been. Jake Allen's been a blessing in disguise for them. From he kind of fell into their lap, if I remember right. Flyers here. If I had to play a total, it would be the under, but I could see this one getting a little rowdy, a little physical in the Turnpike rivalry here.
What do they call it? The terrible Turnpike?
I don't think there's an actual name for it.
Battle of the Turnpike.
Did we say? I think we said like the Turnpike tussle, maybe.
Oh yeah, Turnpike tussle. I like it. No, I'm going the other way than you here. I don't know anything about the Flyers really, but I watched a lot of Devils, and I think they're playing well enough to win these games. Need some scoring touch. I guess it's a lot to ask for these guys to score without Jack Hughes. Sheldon Keefe isn't giving them much, considering how conservative he is in his system, but. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. So give me the Devils to win like a 2-1 game. $20 on the Devils money line, $20 on the under 5.5. Hopefully it's Jake Allen, but they're probably just going to go back to Markstrom, that bum. I don't know how much more. This has been 2 seasons now with the Markstrom, Jake Allen tandem, and Jake Allen has outperformed him every step of the way. Markstrom is clearly not been the same goalie since his last season in Calgary. And it's we've mentioned this before, but Markstrom is a goalie that thrives when he's getting a lot of volume, but the Devils are a much better defensive team than that Flames team, and he's not so good when he's facing fewer shots. Yeah, that's another confidence thing. But yeah, Devils money line and the under.
All right, down to 7 o'clock again. Got the Stanley Cup final rematch. Edmonton Oilers plus 114 at the Florida Panthers minus 135. Over 5.5 minus 130. Under 5.5 10. Joel, what do you got?
This is just instinctual play on Edmonton. What, they've lost 3 in a row now. Couple in overtime, or at least one in overtime with the loss to the Lightning, and yeah, their defense is absolutely terrible right now. I know they only had the one regulation goal allowed against the Lightning, but there were plenty of chances for Tampa Bay to get more than that. And yeah, it just Wallman has suffered, Ekholm has regressed, Bouchard has been absolutely brutal. Like, their defense is just falling apart, and we always talk about the C big top heavy, but it's never been more top heavy this year. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but in terms of the goal share when McDavid and Draisaitl are on the ice compared to when they're not on the ice is it's astronomically different than it has been in the years past. So the depth isn't going when McDavid and Draisaitl aren't carrying this team. They're not winning games, and but like, this is a brain versus heart kind of play, and I think my heart here is with Florida. I think they get it done. Oilers are scared. This is like a elephant graveyard in Florida here. This is where all their dreams are crushed. They're scared of this place down in Sunrise. But I'm not betting it. That's just the way I'm looking at this game. Staying away from that. And the total, I think it's correlated. If the Oilers win, it's probably going over. But the Panthers win, it's probably going under. So if you want to have a small bet in this game, I would just parlay those two together, whichever side you prefer. But I'm not betting this one personally.
I am. I got the Panthers here minus 135 for 27 puck bucks. Paul Maurice is a great coach, and it's shown. Playing the matchups at home, Panthers are 8-2-1 at home, only 3-6 on the road. Edmonton, end of a long road trip here. This is their 7th straight game on the road before heading back home to face the Stars. They're only 4-8-3 on the road. So I know Florida is missing a few pieces. Obviously, Barkov, Kachuk's still out. Luosterainen is out now after the barbecue injury. Gadjevich, Kulikov are still out, but Oilers way too top heavy. I just don't know if they can get up for this. I mean, they have to get up for it, but I just don't know if third game in 4 nights, going from Washington to Tampa down to Florida, and Florida had 2 days off before playing on Thursday night. So I think they're ready for this one. So yeah, minus 135. I think it's a little bit too low. 27 puck bucks on that. And yeah, that correlates to the under, but I'm not gonna doubling down on that. All right, down to 7 o'clock again. Got the Toronto Maple Leafs plus 114 at the Montreal Canadiens minus 135. Over 5.5 minus 135. Under 5.5 plus 114. Another big game for both sides here. I mean, Canadians have lost 5 in a row. Leafs have lost. They lost 5 in a row, beat the Blues in overtime, then lost to Columbus in overtime. There's still a bunch of injuries there. Obviously, Matthew Nyes is day-to-day, doubtful. Carlo is out. Stolars is out. Nicholas Waugh, Kristanov are out. Canadians mostly healthy. Jake Evans didn't finish last game, but I can't trust the Canadians at home. Not sure if I can trust the Leafs either. They're 1-5 on the road. They do have the Canadians number. They're just a big brother in this rivalry, but I don't know if I can be confident enough to take anything here. If I were to, it would be the Leafs plus 114, but I'm just gonna stay away from this one. Maybe a live spot.
Yeah, I'll probably be staying away from this one as well. Matthews and I skated again today, but both are doubtful to play, so it's going to be the same group most likely we saw against the Blue Jackets. Scott Laughton came back for that one. He played well. Easton Cowan's come up for the Leafs. He's been really good. But yeah, the Canadians have been this, like, the past couple of years now, an extremely streaky team. They go on like these crazy winning runs, and they slump for a couple of weeks. And they're slumping right now. Injuries have a big role in that. Yeah, it's crazy seeing them favored against the Leafs after a decade of dominance for Toronto. So yeah, and I can't just blindly bet the Leafs overs anymore because Joseph Woll has come back and he's really solidified the goaltending position, and their defense is not turning the puck over. They're being much more conservative, and of course they don't have Matthews anymore. Nyes, just like John Tavares and William Nylander, the only ones producing offense. Yeah, but the Canadiens' goaltending has been absolutely horrendous for the past couple weeks. Ever since the Dobby Cry session, Matabo's been brutal. He's been brutal. So there's a lot of goals going on their end as well. So I guess if anything would be the over 5.5 over 6, but I think I'm going to pass this one as well.
Yeah. All right. Down to 7 o'clock again. Got the Ottawa Senators -162 at the San Jose Sharks +136. 4 o'clock local time start for the Sharks. Over 5 -135. Under 5.5 +114. Joel, which team's going to be pesky on Saturday?
Ottawa's getting the fucking Leafs treatment. Because usually when the Leafs play on the West Coast, that's when they get those 7 o'clock Eastern starts. But no, we got Ottawa getting that. I guess that just goes to show the kind of clout that the Sharks have, or the lack thereof. But yeah, for the game itself, Senators have very good underlying numbers, even though Brady Tkachuk. Sharks terrible underlying numbers. They just got vibes. Sharks have vibes, and Mekla Celebrini. Askarov has been very good ever since that was a real HP chump bump when we started really shitting on him. He turned it around. He's been a top 10 goalie in the league for the past few weeks. So yeah, I want to back the Sens here, considering how well they've controlled play recently. I watched a lot of the game against the Ducks. They were the better team in that one, but yeah, it's again, this is a correlated one where if the Senators win, I think it's going under. If the Sharks win, it's going to be a shootout kind of deal. So that's how I tie it. But this line is just fairly priced, and I'm not really interested in anything in this game at this point.
Yeah, I saw a stat on the hockey subreddit today. In November, Askarov is 6-1, .957 save percentage, and 15.73 goal save above expected.
Jeez.
So he's really turned it around.
And he was like the worst goalie in the league for the first.
He was awful. Like, maybe he just needed time and behind this defense or whatever here. But
this defense, Sharks.
I mean, it's not good. It's not good.
He was there last year too. So it's not like he's getting used to the system.
The Sharks kind of overhauled. They added Leddy. They added
Orlov.
I don't know who else. Some other bums. Yeah, Orlov. They have Klingberg too, or is he in?
Yeah, Klingberg.
Anaheim. Yeah,
I don't think he played last night though. I didn't see him.
Yeah, they have all these guys that they'll flip for like a 3rd round pick at the deadline. Yeah, I want to take the Sharks. Maybe this line moves a bit. +135 just isn't enough here. I might take the under though. I think I'm gonna take the under 5.5 for 15 puck bucks there, +114. Hopefully it's gonna be all mark for Ottawa, and hopefully it'll be Askarov.
Do you really think? You really hope that?
I mean,
he's been worse than Maryland.
877 save percentage I see for Allmark. I guess maybe I don't. I mean, he allowed 2 goals last game, 3 goals the one before that. So maybe it's possible. What happened the game before that? I mean, Allmark made 17 saves. Forsberg made 17 saves. Wonder if there was a injury in that one there.
What game was that?
Against the Kings on the 15th last Saturday. Who knows? Maybe
the Kings dummy them.
No, it was 1-0. Oh,
yeah, no idea what happened then.
I don't know either. But yeah, I'll take the under. Still under 5.5 +114, 15 bucks there. Okay, down again to 7 o'clock. Got the Tampa Bay Lightning +102 at the Washington Capitals -122. Over 5.5 -125. Under 5.5 +105. Capitals really starting to roll here. Ovechkin getting hot. I saw something that like maybe he had some sort of injury in training camp, or possibly he just didn't have any off-season workouts, and training camp was his workout, and now he's finally kind of feeling it there for the Caps. 15 goals in the past 2 games for Washington. Getting back on track here at home. They're 6-4-1. Tampa Bay is 5-2-2 on the road. Tampa Bay probably didn't deserve to beat Edmonton there, and I think you said they were, not the better team against the Devils before that. So Washington, I think
Did I say that?
I don't know if you said that or Archer said that. I think someone said the
I
Devils
said that about the Devils versus the Panthers.
Oh,
maybe.
Okay. I thought it was the Devils Lightning.
They won 5-1. I don't think that was the one I was talking about.
Okay. All right. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I got that wrong there.
You could be right.
I don't know. Tampa won.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We saw this 2 weeks ago. Tampa won 3-2 at home. They were minus 144. Capitals outshot them 30-20. Now you got Victor Hedman out. You have Cernak is still out as well, I believe. So, yeah, give me the Caps here minus 122 for 22 bucks.
Going the other way with you on this one. Lightning, very good underlying numbers still, and they're getting, I would say, inconsistent goaltending from Vasilevsky. He's been brilliant in some games and average at best in others. Coming after that, he was very good against the Oilers. I think he'll continue that play here. You mentioned the injuries, but the Lightning have been playing with those injuries for a bit now, and they're getting guys back. Hagel missed a game. He's back. Srelly, he's back. Nick Paul, he played his first game of the season. He scored a goal. He looked dynamite. He looks like he's energized, ready to go. He's making up for lost time. And, I think that they're just a better team than the Capitals. And they got the Atlantic Division is clear runway for the Lightning to just take over because nobody else is really good. And give me the Lightning, 20 bucks plus 102. And kind of like the over. I'm not sure if I want to bet. It's just 15 bucks in the over 5.5. Although interesting to know, we talked about the Vezina earlier. Logan Thompson is now the favorite to win the.
It's crazy. And I think he's allowed 5 and 4 in his past 2 games because they allowed a bunch to whoever they played before.
And yet there's still no signal about him being nominated as the Team Canada starting goalie.
Yeah, and Matthew Schaefer got the drug testing for Team Canada, so he's added to their long list or short list of whichever way you want to say it.
Yeah. Well deserved.
Going down to 7 o'clock again. Got the Seattle Kraken at plus 100 at the Pittsburgh Penguins minus 120. Over 5.5 minus 125. Under 5.5 plus 105 here. Joel, what do you got in the Penguins' first game back from Sweden?
Yeah, very interesting schedule spot here with the Penguins coming back from Sweden. They're playing tonight against the Wild, and then they got to go play the Kraken the night after. Predators got a much more favorable thing where they only have to play on Saturday, and I don't think they play on Sunday. Maybe they do. I didn't look, but regardless, they have at least another day off. Penguins have to play a back-to-back after having those days off and coming back from Sweden, so you can only look the Kraken away here. I mean, they haven't exactly been playing inspiring hockey, but they've been winning games. They've got results. I'm not sure exactly how. I do my best to avoid Kraken hockey games. Penguins are certainly the better team, and under normal circumstances, I would be looking the Penguins' way. But given the mystery of this, I'm just going to wait and see what happens tonight between the Penguins and the Wild, and we'll reassess after that game concludes, and we'll monitor where the line goes. They have Joey Decord back, so that's huge. If Grubauer did his job, like he played a couple of games and he was pretty good, pretty solid for his standards at least, in relief of Joey Decord. And you certainly want him back in the lineup, back in the crease. And so I got nothing on this one at the moment. We'll see what happens tonight in the game against Minnesota for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I forgot they're playing tonight. I do like the Wild tonight against the Penguins. And Kraken here, even money. Penguins on a back-to-back after traveling to Sweden. Back-to-back so far this season. They're 0-2. Both of them, they had travel here again. So give me Joe Decord and the Kraken. They've won 3 or 4 here somehow. 4-4-2 on the road. So that's fine. I'll take Kraken plus 100 for 20 bucks there, and no real feel for the total. Okay, down to 8 o'clock here. Got the Colorado Avalanche minus 218 at the Nashville Predators plus 180. Avalanche puck line plus 120. Under 6.5 minus 142. Over 6.5 plus 120 here. Avalanche puck line seems like it has to be the play here at plus 120. They've won 7 games in a row.
7 in a row.
4 games in a row by at least 3 goals in each one of those games, and they're just limiting shots, limiting chances against. Wedgwood leads the league in wins, as we discussed previously. And yeah, Nashville coming back from the Global Series, have to fade them there. So yeah, give me Colorado here. The only iffy thing I was looking at before is Colorado has not won in Nashville since April of 2023. So that's the last 4 games Nashville won at home against the Avs. But besides that overtime win against Pittsburgh, they've been really bad recently. So Avs puck line plus 120 for 20.
Right. There's only 2 ways you can go here. Again, the mystery of coming back from Sweden adds a little wrinkle here. Plus, the Avalanche are winning these games, but they haven't really been exerting a ton of effort in doing so. Like they could just like rely on a quick strike from McCarr-McKinnon, and they get the job done. So yeah, they're in coast mode right now because they can rely on their elite talent and some great goaltending as well from Scott Wedgwood in particular. And I don't know if I'm just waiting for the shoot to drop kind of thing. Like, because eventually there's going to be a moment of adversity for this team, but I still can't back the Predators. So they're a miserable team. I know their numbers haven't been as bad as some others, but they just can't score. Yeah, losing 4 straight in Nashville is not a good look. It's not the easiest place to go. I remember
smash Vegas, they call it.
Yeah, I guess it's an easy place to go for a bachelorette party or something like that. But for a hockey team, I remember reading the survey that the Nashville is actually one of the buildings that the players said it was the hardest to play in, to go on the road and play.
Interesting.
Yeah, Carolina was number 1 for whatever reason. But anyway, it's Avalanche puck line or nothing. You said it. It's just the common play. I just have a little bit of cautiousness about this one. I think the Avalanche might be a little bit too fat and happy right now. I didn't love the way they played against the Rangers. They just got the job done with a couple of elite plays from McKinnon and McCarr. Maybe that's all you need against the Predators because they can't score. Mm-hmm. They can't have any special plays themselves. They have no offense going for them right now. The goaltending has let them down. There's nothing really good about the Predators at this point. Yeah, it's just give me 15 puck bucks and the -1.5 at plus 120. Just a little wary about this one.
Okay, we are brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is crushing it in college football, NFL, and the NBA. Rhythm is giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model you build, and you could win $1,000. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. All right, still down here at 9 o'clock now. Got the New York Rangers plus 110 at the Utah Mammoth -130, over 5.5 -135, under 5.5 plus 114 here. Rangers 3 straight losses, Utah 4 straight losses. 3 of them did go to overtime, so maybe. But yeah, Islanders, Ducks, and San Jose Sharks. Like, it's not good there. So yeah, Utah has been fading a lot recently. 1 win in their past 8 games there, 2 wins in their past 10. Rangers have been good on the road overall this season, 9-3-1, but Utah is 5-2-1 at home. The one play I might look at for this is a Rangers team total shots on goal under. They've had 19 in each of their past 3 games and 21 or fewer in 5 of their last 6. And Utah tends to limit shots on goal against, especially at home. As for a side or total here, I guess maybe look for the under 5.5 plus 114. Utah is not scoring right now. Rangers not really scoring too much either. So yeah, I'll take the under 5.5 plus 114 for 15 puck bucks.
Yeah, I think the Mammoth will break out of this slump eventually, but they're not exactly playing encouraging hockey at this point. Rangers, we know all about them. Great on the road, terrible at home. Yeah, when I mentioned the Avalanche, they actually did play pretty well in that game. I mean, the Rangers only had like 10 shots through 2 periods. So yeah, I was just being a little too critical of the Avalanche, who are like a big fish in a small pond at this point. Just being overly cautious, I guess. Things are going too well. When things are going too well, that's when you start to worry. a little bit. But anyway, for this one, it's these are two tough teams to read right now. Rangers very inconsistent. Mammoth have been streaky, and minus 130 is just too big of a price to back them. So if anything, I would take the Rangers at the plus odds, but I got nothing really important to say about this one.
All right, down to 10 o'clock here. I got the Dallas Stars minus 162 at the Calgary Flames plus 136. Over 5.5 minus 135. Under 5.5 plus 114. Joel, what do you have here?
Stars been getting going a little bit. They lost at home to the Islanders rather brutally. That was a 3-2. But they were the better team in that one, I thought. A very good third period team, the Stars. They're kind of like the turning into the Knights, who we'll talk about in the next game. But Flames only plus 136 seems pretty low. So Stars minus 162. I mean, it was the same odds as the Canucks. I think the Canucks are a better team than the Flames, so I don't quite understand this line. So yeah, if anything, I would take the Stars here. What's the regulation price if for the Stars? That'd be the way that I would look. I could see this
even money there. Scoring. Even money for regulation.
Yeah, okay. Just give me $15 on the regulation for the Stars at even money. I need a couple more bets here. For the end of the night. Flames just lost Samuel Horonzek for the rest of the season. He was a promising young player, but that was interesting to see how that moves the needle for the Flames in terms of what they do going forward in terms of Rasmus Anderson and how soon they deal him, because I don't know. This is a whole other topic, but the Flames should be just tanking. I don't know what they're doing exactly. They got to trade Kadri, got to trade Rasmus Anderson, get the tanking. I know they'll lose some money for the owner in the next short while, but the long term, if the Flames turn into a dominant team again, you'll make that money more than you'll make the money back in more. So yeah, that's just I mean, I'm not no fucking businessman, but it seems like the way to go. You please the fans and you please the coffers in the long run. I mean, what's the point? Just being a bubble team for the rest of your life. No point for me. Anyway, Stars regulation. Let's go with that. The total we got. If anything, I'll take the under 5.5 plus 114. But I think we're just going to stick with the Stars regulation. This game is not going to be on my radar.
Yeah, the Flames rebuild would be interesting though, because Dustin Wolf's 24. They have him locked up, so they have the goalie. They if they can possibly retool, that would be a way to do it. But that big Huberdeau contract is not aging very well. $10.5 million through 2031. It's going to be tough for them. But yeah, for this one, I said it before. Stars minus 162. I think that is too low still. 32 bucks on that. They are without Thomas Harley and Lyubushkin, and Matt Duchene is not back yet, but he's joining the team on the road trip, so that could be a good sign there. You mentioned the Flames injury there, but yeah, I think the Stars are still just a better team. Flames probably have respect due to their underlying metrics. You mentioned last show, but I looked at it. Their underlying metrics are only good because they're not allowing many expected goals against. They 2.09 is the lowest in the league, and then they have 2.46 expected goals for per.
And they have no goal scorers, so
yeah, exactly.
Naturally, they're not going to convert those expected goals.
Yeah, they got 6 against Buffalo on the back-to-back there. Third game in 4 nights now, coming back home. Or no, not third game in 4 nights. Scratch that, but still, like the Stars, minus 162 for 32 bucks. If you're on a book where you can get a -1, or if you want to make your own -1 with the money line and puck line, that could be something I would consider as well. All right, down to the last game on the docket. Got the Vegas Golden Knights minus 130 at the Anaheim Ducks plus 110. Under 6.5 minus 115. Over 6.5 minus 105 here. We saw this game on November 8th in Vegas. Anaheim won as plus 190 favorites. Now we're getting Vegas at minus 130. Good still, but good game last game. Good win against the Rangers. Won 3 of 4 now. Ducks coming off that loss to the Senators. Going to be third game in 4 nights for them here. So I think this is a rare opportunity to get the Knights at only minus 130 against the Ducks. I think the Ducks are due for some regression losing wise, and the Vegas is due for regression winning wise. So give me Vegas minus 130 for 26 puck bucks here. As for the total, it's still Stahl. I know he's kind of has good Vezina odds. I'm not sure who's going to be starting for Vegas. Don't know if I trust either of them too much, but they've been good recently. I would take the under if anything, but I'm just going to take Vegas here for 26 puck bucks.
No disagreements on my end. Like the Ducks or the Knights quite a bit. They've been playing kind of mid hockey lately, but they're still very good defensively. So I'm reticent to go with another Ducks over. So we'll stay away from that. Just give me the Ducks money line. Or I keep saying Ducks. It's like knee jerk stuff here. But the Knights money line minus 130. The 20 puck bucks on that. We saw Jack Eichel finally get up the schneid after a long while before scoring a goal. And then he followed it up with a beautiful 2-on-1 breakaway kind of goal. Beautiful backhand of forehand finish. Love to see it. Hopefully we see more of that going forward. So Knights money line. If anything, I would take the over, but I think the Knights are playing well enough defensively to restrain the Ducks. So we'll just stick with the Knights money line.
Yeah, I saw Braden Bowman had a goal in that one too. Maybe looking for some Braden Bowman, like 500 to 1 for Calder or something. Some
Bennett Seneke has 7 goals quietly.
Yeah, the Ducks have a lot of good young players here. Shout out to Thomas Francisco here in the chat, or maybe Tomas. He's love your work, guys. Keep going. Greeting from Portugal. Isn't that where your favorite wine is from? Don't you love Portuguese wine, or am I missing that up with someone else?
That's a deep pull. Not my favorite wine, but I think it's the most. It's where you get the most value because you have excellent wine, but it's always super cheap in Portugal. Portuguese and Spanish wine, very good. Like the French wine is overpriced. Italian wine, of course, these are elite wines, but you'll find very, very good wines there from the Iberian Peninsula for a lot cheaper. So maybe that's what you're remembering.
Yeah, I knew there was something with Portugal and wine. I just wasn't sure. I'm sure exactly what it was. Okay, let's get to the puck buck bets here. Not going to go through them all. They're at the 47-minute mark of the YouTube video. Subscribe while you are there. The picks we agree on are Columbus, Detroit under, the Blues, the Avalanche puck line, Dallas. I'm on money line. Joel is on regulation, and then Vegas there. So five picks we agree on. Hopefully that's good enough for some people. Okay. Anything else here for hockey wise, football this weekend? Anything you want to touch on before we close it out?
No, I haven't really looked at football at all. I mean, CFL's done. Shout out once again to the Riders. College football slate, I had a brief look at it, I guess, but it is nothing really stood out. Not a lot of great games. But of course, we're getting into playoff season the next month, bowl season. But this weekend is looking pretty tame football wise. But of course, we do have a ton of hockey going on, so that'll satiate us. Yeah.
All right. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, leave us a 5-star rating and review, all that good stuff. You know what to do. Follow us on Twitter at HockeySGPN. Reach out to us in the Discord as well, sg.pn/Discord. Joel, do you have any thoughts on this Alentejo line Tomas is referencing here in the chat?
No, I mean, the wine section from Portugal is very small at most BC liquor stores, so you only get the big stuff, big import. But they're like $15 a bottle, which is very cheap for a wine in this province.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. All right, we next week we will have a weird schedule. I'm not going to be here. I'm going away from Tuesday onward. There's 15 games Wednesday, only one on Tuesday, so we'll see what we do here. 7 on Monday. We'll see what we get out for you guys. But, like I said, try to keep you updated on Twitter or in the Discord there. All right, I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Meyer. You'll find me fucking staying away from any corn dogs for the next 2 weeks.
See ya.